Hello and welcome back to Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is MacLeod. Today we're bringing you a special Season 2 Alpha 5 Multiplayer Special Edition number 1. I have a multiplayer server that I play on, and I've been experimenting with different things that I often will incorporate ideas into my regular series that I've been doing. And I wanted to take you on a little tour of a base and some of the ships that I've made and some of the changes I've made to blueprinted ships. We are on the basic Tier 1 capital vessel that you can get in any game. And I've actually made some modifications. Some of the modifications that I've made was because it got blown partially up. So I had to make some changes and updates. I'd put some the player Gatling guns inside. I added a hovercraft bay on the back, also a advanced construction room onto the vessel. Future editions, I'm going to do like a greenhouse to expand what we have. So what I thought I'd do is take you on a tour of this ship as the sun's coming up. And then as soon as that sun comes up, I'll take you outside and we'll start checking out the vessels that I have made. Alright, so let's get turned around here. So we're on the bridge. This is your basic Tier 1 blueprinted capital vessel. That one. So, pretty easy to get the materials to make this one. It's a good starter. So I decided to start with that one. Basically, when you're doing blueprints, what you're going to do is choose out what you want to build from your filters, in this case the Tier 1, and then go to factory. You then start dumping all sorts of like iron, silicon, whatever the ingots into here in order to get the amount that you need to build your vessel. Now, one of the tricks that I found is that you end up, when you're doing lots of exploring, with getting lots of extra guns and tools and stuff that you really don't need. Well, you can throw them in here too. That will add amounts of what it's made up into here. And on top of that, it's going to reduce your production time when it comes time to start your production. So essentially, once you get what you need in here, you hit start production, and then it takes however long it says in the production time to complete. Once it's complete, it'll let you know, and then you can spawn it and drop it into the world. All right, so the base or this bridge is exactly the same as the blueprinted one. Let me switch here to the view. And this main chamber from the bridge is exactly the same as well. I've planted some stuff in here, although I gotta fix some damage that happened. Let's see. Yeah, so all of this is basically the same. So what starts to change as you come down the corridor. I have a nice little surprise for anybody who breaks in. All this is the same. Now back here, a lot of this got blown up, so I had to redo all this. Basically, the design of where everything is exactly the same as in the blueprint. Got your warp core underneath me. Very cool. And now is where it starts to get a little bit different. So we're going to go down the elevator. Oh, actually, we'll go up. Now we'll go down the elevator. All right, so when we get down to the bottom here, this is where you used to just hop out to the back of the ship. But now I have added a hovercraft bay. That's right. So I can put my hovercraft in here and fly all over the universe and have some nice mobility. Oh, excuse me while I have a bite to eat. It's funny how you get to talking or get to doing and you don't realize what's happening as you start to die. All right, I'm all better now. So this is actually the original back of the ship right here. I encased it with this nice little hangar with a hangar door. Also inside here, I've added this little advanced constructor bay. So I've got my large constructor that came with the ship, and then this advanced constructor. I can also got some bulletproof grass. I can look outside here to the outside world. Oh, I think the sun's coming up. Isn't that pretty? All right, so that is the back part of this. So pretty nifty. Now, up on the roof, of course, as everybody does, you end up adding guns. I added guns. So what I have up here is, of course, the good old cannon. We got the miniguns. I found that really just these three does me pretty well. Oh, off in the distance, you can see my base. We'll go into that in a little bit. I added some offline protection right here. That's what this thing is. And that's basically it from the outside. Let's head on down. Now that it's getting light outside, go ahead and open up the door. Take a look at the outside of the ship. Sunrise. Okay, as the sun comes up, you can see how I've incorporated this advanced constructor bay into the side of the ship. It really does kind of, keep in the shape of the ship. You can see on this other side what the original side looked like. And this is where I'm going to be probably adding the extra greenhouse area right inside here. I've toyed with the thought of maybe extending the hangar bay out a little bit further, but I haven't done that yet. I'm still debating. I don't know how long I want to make this thing. My one concern is if I make it, some weak points and I get in combat, I might have some trouble with the ship breaking apart. But it's basically your tier 1 vessel. So it's a good one to start with. If you guys are starting out, go ahead and start with this one because it will get you all throughout the universe, and it does a pretty decent job. All right. Gotta like that sunrise coming up. Here it comes. It's a beautiful thing, especially with the silhouette of my battle tank. Very cool. All right, so let's go over here as the light has gotten better. There we go. You can see even better. All right, so this is my Mad Badger Mark III. I've been modifying it many, many times. It's your basic small hovercraft, but I've been souping it up and making it a little more powerful. So I actually have 6 of the 1x1 hover engines on this, as you can see. Also on the back, I have, for speed, I've got 4 of the medium thrusters. On top, I got the good old minigun. You gotta have a minigun. I got 2 thrusters from both sides. And I kind of designed this like was it an MG sports car? I've got the cockpit. Ooh, got the cockpit right over here, and on the other side is a seat, so you can take your buddy with you when you go mining, because this essentially is really just a mining vehicle. It's not really designed for much else. As you see, I first did it with just 1 drill, and then I found that 2 drills spaced apart like this worked so much better. You could really cut through and harvest a lot of ores really quickly. So let me know what you think about that. Also, with any of these designs that I've done, if anybody would like to try these out, let me know, and I'll make a blueprint for them and make them available, because it's kind of cool. I did a good job on that one. All right, so that was the first vessel that I made in this multiplayer game. This next one is the small vessel that I designed. Kind of looks a little odd, but I designed it this way. I didn't want just a regular sleek thing. It's really basically exploration combat small vessel. I got 4 Gatling guns on it. We've got 4 missile bays. I found that with the 4 Gatling guns, 1 good burst will take out most ships. So it's really efficient. All I have to do is aim, 1 shot, boom, it's gone, I'm done. Then I can collect the goodies. I got a couple wings on here for effect. They really don't need it, but it's just I kind of like it. Got 4 medium thrusters in the back. We've got 4 of the smaller thrusters. You can see where I haven't painted some of the stuff. That's because I got damaged and I had to do in the field repairs. You gotta love that. So this is a pretty cool vessel. It's pretty fast. Take me all the way to the moon and back. When taking on bases, having the 4 missile launchers, couple shots, and I can take out most turrets. So that's pretty handy. So that is I call this a crazy eagle. So we got the Mad Badger over there, and this is a crazy eagle. All right, and then the next ship that I designed is actually a hover tank. I actually built this one today, and it is designed for POI assaults. Its armaments include 2 forward-facing Gatling guns. I've got an artillery cannon on top. We've got our 2 little miniguns for protection while we're out in the field. I've got actually 4 of the 2x2 hover engines and 8 of the 1x1s to give it a lot of power. So I think it's a pretty cool design. The one thing that I messed up on that I'll fix in a probably Mark was this. This is a Mark 1. In Mark 2, you notice that the cannon is a little off-center. I really need to make this 1 block wider, but I had already gone far enough that I didn't want to take it apart. So this is be the first demo, and then my second one I build will make it 1 more wide so that that cannon on top can be centered. But for now, hey, it works. So one of the cool things I did on the back, I did nice shutters for the doors, so we can just walk up inside. And this, you don't have to get into it from the outside. You actually can walk inside. So all of the engines and everything, storage, all that is right here. I've got plenty of space for 5 passengers plus the driver. Very small windows, because the way this drives, you don't really drive while looking out the window. You're going to do it in the third-person view. So it works pretty well for that. Got the RCS units up front. Kind of looks like a neat console. But this is basically the inside, and it's pretty neat, pretty tough. I like it. Like the shuttered doors. I think it's a neat touch. Anyways, how about that? I like it. I like it. Okay, so we had the converted basic tier 1 capital vessel. We've got my hover mining vessel that I made. Really cool. We've got the Crazy Eagle small vessel. Pretty cool design, lots of light, very maneuverable. It's got 4 cargo bays, or 4 cargo containers in it, so got plenty of cargo space. We got our attack assault hover tank that really moves. It's pretty fast with all these big thrusters on it. And last but not least, this is the landing pad I built. Actually did all this today. And underneath here, I've actually got a repair bay, so it can repair my big vessels or whatever vessels I park on it. And this is the little base that I've built just to support the repair bay. And so when I come back onto this planet, which currently is Akua, then I got a place to land and kind of a neat place to stay. So let's go into the Welcome Center. We've got a nice, nifty welcome. Hope your trip was fine. So kind of very cool looking. And then over here we have the power building. We head down into that. I got 2 of the tier 2 generators in here. So I wanted to make sure this base had tons of power. And tons of power it's got. And I've got plenty of fuel storage. Tier 3 tank and a tier 2 tank put together. And they're completely full. So I should not run out of power anytime soon. Alright. That's the main tower going up here. Let's head on over here. Oh, by the way, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope everybody is going to have a fantastic 2017. I know I'm going to try to. 2016 was pretty good, and I think we can make 2017 even better. All right, so we're here up in the observation tower. Lots of light, lots of space to look around. You see the ships coming in. Look down the landing bay. Very cool. Up here, I've got all my basic stuff. Got my health. Let's hop up in here and get a little health. Ah, isn't that nice? Kind of tickles. Alright, then I've got my storage, simple storage. I've got my food, refrigerator, food processor, O2 tank, Woo. O2. Just what I needed. Nice place to come and sit down and enjoy a meal or just check out what's going on. And of course, we've got the ATM machine. So that's really handy for multiplayer here. Start putting money in it and more people that come online. We can exchange stuff through the marketplace. So pretty cool. I got that done. So yeah, this is my wonderful glass enshrouded observation tower. Very cool. All right, well, I think this is going to end it. Turn around here. I hope you enjoyed this little tour, and let me know if any of you in the comments want a blueprint copy of any of the ships that I've shown you. And I think this will call it for this episode. Remember to hit the like button and subscribe. Leave comments. I'd love to hear from some of you guys. And I hope you guys have a really great day, and look forward to getting back to my regular series, Season 2. I think the next one's going to be Episode 5. Anyways, this is Mac at Odds. Everyone have a great day, and we'll check you later.